Welcome back to another episode of Crater Lake National Park News. While the park remains closed to the public to slow the spread of COVID-19, staff is working hard to maintain the park and get it ready for public access. Today we'll take a special look at the efforts of the roads crew who has begun their annual spring opening. But first, let's take a look at the weather. It's the week of May 4th, and we continue to get spring-like weather at the park. This week we'll experience a chance of rain and snow showers with highs in the low 40s and lows in the upper 30s. Our current snow depth is about 53% of average, and we received 72% of our average snowfall this year. I was up at the Rim on Monday morning with the roads crew, and I'm excited to show you what I experienced. Well, hey everybody, we're here on West Rim Drive at Crater Lake with Trent Smith. He's the roads and shop supervisor at Crater Lake National Park. We got a couple of the pieces of equipment that we saw Trent and his crew working on earlier today, and Trent has a couple of minutes here to answer a couple questions. So Trent, how's your day going so far?
It's a banner day.
Yeah.
Sun's out, it's not snowing, it's beautiful.
It is.
Making good progress as well. That's the part I like.
That's good to hear. So we are at just past the Wizard Island overlook. About how many miles are we from Rim Village right now? How far have we cleared?
Oh gosh,
Approximately.
maybe 2.
2 miles out. And how many miles do you have to clear all the way around before the Rim Drive can open?
If it's all of it, it's about 33.
Oh wow, oh wow.
Plus a stretch of going out to the North Gate, which is another 10 miles or so. So it's quite a few.
Do you make projections about when it will be open, or do you try to keep those to yourselves?
We try for what it's worth, but to be honest with you, it's not worth much. It depends on a lot of variables. You know, how fast we go, obviously, whether or not we get any more snow along the way. Sometimes we actually get some accumulation while we're out doing this, you know, over the couple, 2 or 3 months that it takes us to do it. But we like to be done by, I would say, by the end of June would be in the ballpark. Sooner would be you know, better, obviously, but we've gone beyond that as well into July quite a bit. So it depends on the year and our staffing as well. We're a little bit short-staffed right now, so. But all in all, for the moment, we're pretty much on target as far as I can see.
That's good to hear. Now, we've been reviewing the weather a little bit and seeing that we're below 2/3 average for the snow depth right now. Mm-hmm. Last time I checked was actually last week, and I think it was around 60%. I'm wondering, does that, it seems like that would make it easier.
It does.
Right?
It
yeah,
does.
Does it make it easier?
Definitely, yeah.
Is the snow is it harder? Is it icier than it normally would be, or is it hard to tell when you're in these big pieces of equipment?
Oh no, you definitely tell, but it varies so dramatically from one day to the next, one morning to the afternoon. It varies significantly. When we come out in the mornings, usually it's pretty frosty and cold, and everything's iced up and very, very hard. As the day progresses, by the end of the day, usually it's pretty wet and mushy. And the machines act differently depending on the snow condition. But on a year like this year, we're making really good progress. So it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. The process here, I was filming. I was trying to figure it out. It looks like you have to scrape it down and then blow it. What can you explain just in a nutshell how exactly this works?
Sure. The blower actually opens up the road. He'll take what's left here and get down to pavement, and he'll also expose the center line here so we can make sure we're on the road. We have snow poles all the way up usually, but in between it's kind of sometimes hard to tell where you're at and to stay on the road. But the D8 we use for a Pioneer dozer, and he goes out ahead of everybody and tries to find the road as best he can with the snow poles and get as much of the snow off as he can. because it moves more snow than anything else, really. The D7 is, we call it a push-off dozer, and he'll work in between the 8, which is out front, and the blower, which is behind. And he'll just push off everything that he can down to a blower depth, we call it. And then he just pushes us from behind and gets it off the road proper. And there you have it.
And we all know that, you know, work is work, but I was filming you guys and it looked super fun to drive the bulldozer, especially the bulldozer up, and I wonder what's it like after doing, you know, when you're on mile 25 of 30 some. Is it still as fun as it looks, or is it tiring? What's your inside take on that?
Well, I gotta say I love it. It's like anything else. After you're saturated, you've been doing it, you know, for days, weeks, months on end. You do get a little bit tired of it, but we cycle through so many different seasons, if you will, because this encompasses, you know, a couple, 2-3 months out of our year. And in the winter proper, we're down below plowing, so you know, we have a stretch where we do nothing but plow, and a stretch where we do nothing but spring opening like this, and in the summertime we do other odds and ends. But so you do get a little tired of it, and you know, the machines it looks easier than it is. Yeah. They're actually a little hard on a person. They throw you around a bit, and they vibrate a lot. They're noisy. But I gotta say, I have fun. I really enjoy this.
That's
and
good.
Yeah, if I had my druthers, I'd probably be doing the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, we generally get a kick out of it, and it helps to enjoy what you do.
Yeah, and to be in a beautiful place and to be working for a positive mission. It's really great work you guys are doing here. Thank you.
Well, thanks. It's our pleasure.
Thanks again for taking some time out of your day to watch Crater Lake National Park News. We hope that you're staying safe and healthy.